Hello everyone, it is AD with Cosmo Astrology and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. So this is your Cosmo Quickie for what you need to hear right now, guys. I am so happy to be back. I missed y'all so freaking much, but of course, as you know, I've been traveling. I've been here, there, everywhere. I think I'm put for a minute, but I don't know. Gemini rising for the win, okay? Sun, Mars in the 9th house. Like I literally cannot be put. So I'm back. We're here. This week I'm good. So I cannot wait to get into your reading, guys. Like I said, I missed y'all so much. You have literally no idea. So take a moment, meditate. I will meet you over at your piles. This is 1, 2, and 3. For pile number 1, we have the Bio Falcon. For pile number 2, we have Visor Dez. And for pile number 3, we have Shredder. And yes, these are Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I just love them, and I think it's so much fun to like get the little collection thing going. So yeah, I'm like slowly building a Yu-Gi-Oh collection in the year 2021. So this is super exciting for me. But let's go ahead and move everything out. I will meet you over at your piles. So yeah, here we go. Let's hop straight into it. Oh, almost forgot to set the timer. Almost forgot to set the timer. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Alrighty, let's hop straight into it now. Hello, Pod 1. This is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card reading. This is your Cosmo Quickie for what do you need to hear right now? What is the best information to serve you? This is if you pick this lovely Bio Falcon card. So a little birdie, a little wings. I got like maybe you're about to take off or something. That's kind of what I'm getting. Spreading your wings is what I heard when I saw that card. But of course, let's hop straight into it. You will be working with the Hermetic Tarot deck, the black and white deck, one of my favorites. So we're going to put all of this to the side, and of course we are starting off with your astrology cards. If you are new to the channel, please keep in mind that I subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be a little bit different from yours, but the energy should read about the same. And of course, I highly recommend that everybody be astrologically literate, at least know both your Eastern and Western chart. Okay, so I'm hitting the timer and we're getting into it. Let's see. Alrighty, boom. So right off the rip, we're starting off with Black Moon Lilith, one of my favorite cards, but again, a lot of mystery, a lot of mystique, a lot of sensuality, and again, that Lilith placement, sexuality, and all that good stuff. So let's keep digging into it. And then we got Aries, I am Mars. So I do feel like there's hidden desires. Let's keep going. Sun, Spirit, so that ego energy. And again, I'm really drawn to the number 1. So I really feel like this self. There's something about self. There's a desire to become self. And so maybe Spirit is saying what you need to hear right now is that you will be able to blossom. You will be able to spread your wings. You are uncovering this part of yourself, and it is going to come out of kind of like this darkness. But it does seem like you're in this stage of transition. I did not see your full tarot cards, but when I first started, Death was the first card out. I stuck it back in because I literally touched the deck and it flew out. I don't know if it made its way into the reading, but definitely this death energy, definitely like this shedding of skin, this transformation is really I promise on everything, I did not look at this card. Pluto, transformation, death card energy, Scorpio energy. So there's certainly going to be changes, evolution, but I really feel like it's you coming into yourself. Although Pluto is not Mars, I do get that energy here. Like both of this Mars energy, this go energy, desire is like the key word. Desire is the key word. Maybe desire to just be yourself, desire to discover who you are, desire to go after what you want. I do think that Spirit is saying that is what is triggering you right now. So if you have like, I'm hearing like maybe pent up aggression or just like bits of anger, it's just because you are genuinely, your soul is genuinely trying to come out of the shadows, come out of the box and step into this new version of yourself, which is super amazing. And then Libra, I balance, the opposite of Aries. So yeah, it's really learning how to be this new version of yourself around the people and around the world that you've created for yourself. So such an interesting place to start off. I cannot wait to get into your tarot. We're going to look into more Zodiac cards just to back up, but it really does feel like there's a huge transformation that's happening, perhaps a sexual revolution for some of you guys. But it really just feels like your desires, you're going to start going towards them and getting what you want. So I do actually see partnerships coming in too, but it starts from within, and maybe that's what you're learning. Maybe you've been like a hermit person, maybe you've been stuck to yourself, and now you're just like, I'm ready to finally get, to the 7th house energy. I'm ready to interact with other people. And that's, yes, you get to know yourself. It's double fold, because like we always get to know ourselves on an independent level, like when we enter into that hermit energy. But the only way where you can see how you truly shine is to go and interact with other individuals. So I feel like you're like, I've done the solo dolo work. Now I'm ready to really see who I am and really see who I shine, of course, in comparison with other people. Now, you got to bear with me. I'm not saying comparing yourself to other people, but it's just like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, I don't want to go over time, but I hope that you understand what I'm saying. As far as like, you only get to know what you like and who you are through the lens of other people. You can think that you're one thing, but if you think that you're the nicest person on the planet and then everybody around you thinks that you're super mean, well, then who wins that, right? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the energy that I'm talking about. Not being dependent on other people's validation, but just understanding that people's opinions do matter as far as us navigating through this world. Whew. All right, let's keep moving. So we're starting off here with Pisces, this lovely energy. Again, I feel like this creativity. And again, like this hidden energy. So it's interesting to see Lilith in Pisces, very mysterious, very like mystique. And so some of you guys, and I just got Mystique, like the X-Men person, that blue lady who can transform shapeshifters. So maybe you're shifting, you're showing other forms, you're shifting into new shapes. It's like the story Ben 10. I don't know if you guys watch cartoons. I only watch cartoons, hand on everything. So Ben 10 is like this little cartoon thing, and like he ends up getting this watch and he can turn into all these different characters. And of course he has 10 characters at first, hence the name Ben 10. But through the rest of the series, he ends up discovering that he can turn into all these different things. So I think that you're finding out all of these different figures, and oh my goodness gracious, wow. My bad. But you're discovering all these different versions of yourself and all these things that you can be, which is super rad and cool. Perhaps some of you are thinking about pursuing acting or doing something that you wouldn't have normally done before. It's kind of what I'm getting. But there is a yearning here for creativity. Mars, boom. What did I say? A lot of desire, a lot of passion, wanting to go after what you want. And then again, Mars is sexual energy. So for some of you guys, this could be like a sexual revolution. Yeah, Neptune, boom. Backing up that Pisces. So it's both. I love this. I love when this happens, because I've really been focusing on like chakra work and all the other stuff. And so this is very sacral chakra focused. So sacral chakra, it's right above your navel, and it deals with creativity and sexuality. So that's why it's coming in between. Like on this side, I'm really getting like this creative exploration. And then with Mars and all this kind of heavier energy, I'm getting more sexual desires. So it seems that you're mirroring both, or you're trying to balance both. You know, some of you guys, if you're not sexual in a way, then it would help you. If you don't have a partner, then it would help you to do creative things. It'll stimulate that same exact part of your body. I know for me, when it comes to music, when I hear a song and I hear a breakdown for like the first couple of times and I think that it's beautiful, it literally is an orgasmic experience for me. So there could be something like if you read a book and you're just like, oh, it just gets you tingling. So it's one of those things where I feel like you're teetering, but definitely has to deal with sexuality, sensuality. But I would really channel that energy into creative notions if sex isn't readily available. If you are in a partnership, but some of you are, or some of you are leaning towards a partnership, it's one of those things where you want to learn yourself, your sexuality first before you kind of go into with everybody else, right? You got to divine your sexuality for yourself. So some of you are doing the self-exploration, especially with this Piscean energy here, this very 12th house energy, which in my humble opinion does deal with sex. So it's like hidden energies. Really interesting. I cannot wait to see your cards. But here we got Libra again. So partnerships, like I said, learning about yourself through the lens of others. in this really balanced and fair way. Again, this contradiction of like, for some of you, it's like being like the quote unquote good girl or the good guy, and then being like the female fatale, you know, or I don't even know what the male equivalent of that. I was about to say gigolo. I have no idea. And that's probably a problem, but like, I don't even know what the male equivalent of a female fatale is. A male fatale. But I certainly see that like balancing energy coming in there. There is a highlighted partnership. So the one thing that Spirit is highlighting, which they want you to know, is that you are going to have some partnerships that come along the way. Perhaps October, November, when we get into Libra season. Western, it's October, the end of September, October, and for Vedic, it is October, November. So it just depends on where you are on the spectrum. So anywhere from the end of September to November, you could be meeting somebody or just being very social. And I do want to say Libra and Pisces extremely attractive. So be open for the experiences. And then this earth energy, again, sensuality, know how she's like feeling herself, and this rooted, I'm really getting strong Taurus energy, strong Venetian energy. So for some of you guys, you also are exploring makeup. You're exploring, you know, again, that shapeshifter energy. So some of you guys are really going to be drawn to makeup and be drawn to lingerie and just all that kind of cool, fun, sexy stuff. And perhaps for some of you, it could be toys. I don't know. We'll see. Let's look at your cards. Very specific reading to start off with, but I'm here for it. All right. So we're starting with the Ten of Swords. So definite endings, the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. So, Ten of Swords. So there's certainly a couple energy here. I'm just trying to figure out, I think it might be you wrestling your masculine energy and your feminine energy. So for some of you, I'm specifically getting that like you could be an air sign and a water moon. You could be an air sun, water moon, or flip it, a water sun, water moon, Mars. You have some contradiction placement. So you have some water sides to you, and then you have some air signs to you, which are inherently not the most compatible, because one works with heart chakra and the other one is more of your thought brain, so third eye chakra. They work together when they're in alignment, but it can seem that they're working against one another. When your brain, your mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. It's very much giving me that. The cool thing about the Ten of Swords, of course, we're going to look at the rest of the spread, but I like the Ten of Swords here because I do think that you're going to be able to combine them and find out that they're one and the same. I don't think that you're going to be fighting yourself, fighting that kind of masculine energy and that feminine energy. You're going to be figuring out how to do it. So let's keep going. We got the Two of Swords here. The Six of Pentacles, balance. That's what I keep saying. I really do think that these things are coming into balance. Your curiosity and like your desire with the Queen of Cups is going to be coming into this balance. And so you're going to be exploring yourself in different ways in social settings. So you're going to be able to like practice what you've learned. You know, the other thing about Libra energy is extremely flirty. So I do imagine that either you could have some fifth house placement. Oh, I'm not fifth house. Seventh house placements that are flared up. For some of you guys, it could be fifth house. You might have Libra in the fifth. That's why I said that. Gemini rising, hey. But if not, I really just feel like this super duper cool energy of you meeting and talking to other people and socializing. So I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know right now, is like you are going to be socializing. Oh, am I holding the star card? Yeah, and you're going to be a star. So some of you guys could have Libra in the 11th house. Or it doesn't have to be, but I just really feel like you're going to be the star of your own show. You're going to be attracting so much attention, and this does have to deal with sexuality, sensuality, and desires. So here at the bottom row, we have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Cups, boom, and the Ace of Wands. I knew wand energy had to make it in here somewhere. It took some time. But there is that desire that I was talking about. And I love this right here. And I'm getting that, you know, with the Queen of Cups, the Star card to the Ace of Wands, I'm really getting that you're going to be desired, pile number one. So don't worry about it. Be comfortable in yourself. Be comfortable in exploring yourself. And again, focusing on that sacral chakra. So using your creativity too. Even if you're sharing, this is divinely speaking to sexuality and creativity right here. So it's one of those things where like, if you want to write, if you want to sing, if you want to dance, act, all that stuff, this is your time to act and explore that side of yourself, because it's going to open you up to a new version of yourself. It's kind of like unlocking these levels to yourself, which is super duper uber cool. And in that, you're going to find yourself to be more attractive. And I mean that like that way, attractive in the sense of, oh, people are desiring me, but more so I mean it like attractive as like a magnet, where you're going to be able to attract what you want, because I feel like you're going to be stepping into your power. So this is a time for you to explore that creative side of you. That is really what Spirit wants you to do. And when you explore that creative side of you, it automatically opens up that sexual side of you. So you got to do both. You got to do both. Again, the Six of Pentacles here. There's that Taurus energy, that Venetian energy, Saturn and Pisces. So perhaps it's taken a long time for you to be able to explore your creative side, but I imagine that that's what's coming in for you. You are going to have messages of movement. Some of you guys be open for travel, especially with this last row here. You could receive an opportunity that is going to cause you to have to move or work or go in a different direction, which is super cool. And again, you're not going to see it coming. So just be open, be open. I feel like this is one of those energies where it's absolutely going to take some time. This isn't anything that is meant to be rushed, but you do have some opportunities and information that is going to come in for you, and it's going to be fair and balanced. So you're certainly stepping into this new chapter. Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. So endings to new beginnings, and I do feel like it's this new version of yourself. You're like an onion and you're peeling back another layer, a creative and sexual, sensual layer, which is super duper awesome. I love this. I love this type of reading, to be honest, because I am such a fan of creativity and sexual arts. I like it to see that like you're really discovering that part of you. And for some of you guys, it's been a very long process. You felt like you've been a late bloomer, but you're not. You're right on time. This is perfect timing. The Saturn and Pisces, that just wasn't your main priority. And again, we have this Libra scale here, Lord of Peace restored. So it is going to balance out. And again, some of you guys specifically, the next person that you could be dealing with is an Aquarius Pisces person. So there might be a Western Pisces, Vedic Aquarius. So their birthday would probably be February, March. So I don't know why I'm being called to tell you that, but that might be a confirmation for some of you. But some of you guys will be dealing with an Aquarius Pisces person. And it could be their sun is in Aquarius, their Venus is in Pisces. Kind of that combo that we were talking about before, where like your earth, your water and air, which is very interesting dance. I possess a lot of that energy, and it's very interesting. So let's keep going. Let's move into your oracles, guys. This is awesome. So yeah, Spirit wants you to know that it's time for you to explore your creativity, and in doing so, you're going to end up exploring your sensuality. You do have information that is coming for you, and Spirit also wants you to know that you are going to be the life of the party. You're going to be a standout. You're going to be stellar. There's something that you're pursuing. There's something creatively that you're pursuing that might give you the opportunity to travel and be known on some sort of scale with the Star card here. So be open to exploring that creative side of you. If you have creative opportunities that are coming your way, please dive into them. This is the time to do it. You are very, very strong. So yeah, and you're very, very attractive. Again, like a magnet kind of attractive. So let's keep going. Ooh, this Leo energy, don't let pride get in your way. And I really feel like pride, I want to change that pride to fear. So it's one of those things where pride is like protecting you, because you're like, I don't want to do something and be embarrassed, so I don't want to pursue it at all. But don't let that fear get into your way. You know, let your hair shake out. Leos are meant to be in the spotlight. I love it. So don't judge yourself before you even start the journey. That's not fair to you or anybody else involved, because I do think that you do have a star quality about you. And it wants to come out now. Saturn is ready to move, and like it's time for you to like explore you and be that version of yourself, which is absolutely spectacular and beautiful, and I love it. There's a tear in my eye. This is so great. Woo! One Ring Circus. Oh my gosh. And I just heard hashtag free Britney, but I love me some all eyes on me on the sing another ring, just like a circus. So like you're putting on a show, which I love, even with the lion. So I just heard specifically, maybe in the past you thought that you was a freak, you thought that you were a freak show, but maybe you just a freaky show. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gotta, you know, and even people pay dollars to go see freaks. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with standing out. But I really just get like this, you know, there's only two types of people that in the world, some that entertain and some that observe. And so you are being presented with that option. Are you an entertainer or are you an observer? Okay, so let that sink with you. And for a lot of you, I actually think that you are an entertainer. It's just taken a long time for you to know how to entertain and what's coming up for you. But just be open. Start somewhere, okay? We got peace. Awesome. Oh, yeah, and you got an extra card. Peace and co-create. So we have 5. So there's changes that are happening. That's ironic that it's peace and there's a 5. There's changes there. So there are changes. And again, this little egg, like you're about to hatch. And I do think that you can have whatever it is that your heart desires in this beautiful way with this co-create here. You and the universe. And again, this egg. And these birds. So there's wings here. I'm sorry, there's wings here, like you're about to take off. I feel like you're leaving the coop. I'm about to fly the coop. You're about to leave the nest. And you're going to take off running with this cheetah here. It's going to happen pretty quickly. Once you leave your comfort zone, it's going to happen pretty quickly. So I will really get out that manifestation board. I would really put, you know, I'm hearing, you know, put your eggs in that basket. Like, normally we say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but I do think that you need to put all your eggs in one basket, one creative basket. It really is going to work out. It's really going to work out. Whatever it is that you want to do, this show could be starting a TikTok, could be doing your own YouTube, could be, I don't know, anything, something creative. Like I keep saying, that's the biggest thing. It could even have to do with spirituality with Pisces here. It's just time. So we got 6 here. So yeah, 6, 5, and 4. Interesting. 6, 5, 4. Interesting. All right. So I made these little like self-care, healthcare cards, as I like to call them. So we're going to see what comes out. So we have chamomile, essential oil improves mood and relaxation. So there is a need here to relax. This can be the chamomile like through a diffuser, the essential oils, or chamomile tea. So this is something that you can incorporate into your routine that'll help you relax and stay calm, because again, it's your mind that gets out of hand. So anytime that you have a moment to spray some chamomile spritz or do the diffuser thing, however that works, or sip on some chamomile tea, that'll help you. I tend to use chamomile and stuff a lot before I go to bed, but you can use it any day, anytime. Oh wow, we got check your chart. Some things are out of your control. So this check your chart is like an astrology nod. So there's something that is lit up in your chart right now. Maybe your 11th, like I said, your 11th house, your 5th house, your 12th house, your 7th house. Those houses might be lit up right now. And so there's a transit that you have to catch. You don't want it to pass you. So be in tune. Of course, you know, I subscribe to Vedic, but if you're familiar with the Western, then please, please, please look at your chart and see where the placements are, because there's a very awesome transit that's happening or is about to happen that is going to be like your window of opportunity to kind of seize this moment. And you absolutely should. Of course, I'm hearing, woo, oh man, Eminem. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. So there is certainly a once. Ooh, I just got chills. There's a once in a lifetime opportunity that is about to come up. So be prepared for that. So you're not caught off guard. Because I just imagine that you being like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to do it. And you're like, dang it, I should have done it. Do it. Okay. Do it. Put all your eggs in that basket. I'm trying to tell you. Oh my goodness. I love this. Sacral chakra. Beneath the navel, close to the genitals. Didn't I mention the sex, creativity, passion? And then you got the carnelian stone. Oh, yes. This makes me happy because, of course, I made these. So I'm loving that it's like connecting. So this is the chakra that I mentioned, that sacral chakra, that sacral chakra. That is really your focus. This is what you're meant to build right now. So if you are into online meditations and all that good stuff, I do suggest that you can listen to some meditations to help open that part of you off. And again, it comes together. The sexuality and the creativity are one in the same. So that is why it's not gnawing at you. But this is the time for you to open up and do that work. Okay, do that sacral work. Beautiful. And then you got finally trust. So I'm getting here, trust the process. Again, look at this meditation and this higher self, this higher perspective. And I think that that's what's happening. You're blossoming, you're blooming, you're aligning. And so right now it's like, I think you've mastered the root chakra, which is that home. And so now it's time for you to take it a notch up, step out of it and get into that creative space, and that sensual space. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily be sexual. I really feel like sex will come. I feel like that, but I feel like your creativity comes first. So that is really what I got for you. This was an awesome read, if I say so myself, Pile 1. I really enjoyed this thoroughly. I hope that you get into it, and I hope that you express yourself. Again, co-create. It's time for you to create stuff. It'll bring you peace, and it'll settle some of that sexual frustration that you may or may not be experiencing if that chakra is blocked. But just trust the process, and trust when this opportunity comes in that it is for you and it's not supposed to miss you. That is imperative for your success. You have to have trust in the process and in the rhythms of the universe, okay? And that's why it's important for you to check your chart, see what alignments you have coming in, okay? So that's what I got for you, Pile 1. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out that description box below. I am going to be picking, I am doing, excuse me, what am I trying to say? I am doing personal readings again, but I'm limited on space for personal readings in the week. Like, I'm only doing so many personals a week. So please reach out and hit me up for that. And then I'll be opening it up on a weekly basis. So that's how I'm gonna be doing that. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Please follow me on Instagram if you don't already. Follow me on TikTok if you don't already. And thank you so much for your support. Peace until next time. Boom. All right. Let's move into group number 2. Oh my gosh. I was like, what did I do with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I don't know what I did. Oh, here they are. I was like, what did I do with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Okay, so here we go. Hello, Pile number 2. This is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm doing your pick a card reading. I've been having so much difficulty saying that today. I'm doing your pick a card reading. This is your Cosmo Quickie. What do you need to hear right now, guys? So this is if you pick Visor Des. So there's, when I see this card, it talks about control. And I think that this is probably going to be about a release of control, but we'll see. That's just my guess. That's my gamble. That's what I'm picking up from the Yu-Gi-Oh card. But let's see what ends up coming up ultimately in the reading. Okay, I'm struggling. All right, so let's hop straight into it, guys. Of course, as you know, or maybe if you don't, this reading is timed, so I am going to hit the timer. We are going to start off with some astrology cards. And I do subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be different from yours, but the energy should read about the same. All right, let's hit it. Boom, timer is on. So we are starting off with the 4th house roots, the Cancer energy. So this is something about home. Let's keep going. 1st house, the body, Aries. So you could be changing homes, wanting to change home, wanting to establish yourself in your current home. Let's keep going. North node, lights, purpose, Rahu. Yeah, I really feel like there's a move here. Or you could have Rahu in the 4th, like myself. Lunar eclipse change. Oh my goodness. Solar eclipse revolution. All right. Excuse me. First things first. I'm the realist. But first things first, Pile number 2. I really get this deep energy that you are moving. You are moving, you are starting over, you are starting fresh, you're doing this own revolution. You're taking, some of you guys, you have children, you're taking your kids and moving, or you're moving away from your kids, depending on where that hits. You know, if you have one idea, then stick with that. But just with all this Cancer energy, I can't see mommy energy here. But there is certainly a change, a revolution happening for you to move towards your life's purpose, and you are not taking no for a freaking answer. Pile number 2. You are about to do the daggone thing. You are using what you got to get what you want with this body card. So I just imagine that you're on the move. I'm also hearing Mars. So there's a very lot of desire energy here that also happened in Pile 1. But yeah, definitely a move. Definitely a move. So if you don't resonate with the move and you haven't been thinking about moving, and I mean a drastic move, like a real move, like when we left the mall, we had to change locations. But tonight, me and my friends got money to spend. Anyways, I just feel like maybe I'm getting that song because maybe finances has been an issue, but that is going to change because I do think that you have money to blow. That's what I'm hearing. You have money to blow. Maybe you've saved money and all this other stuff, and maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to waste it. I don't think that this would be a waste. If you have saved up enough money to move, it is for this move. So go ahead and do it. That's really what I'm hearing. But yeah, if you're not planning on moving or doing any of that stuff, then this might not be a pal boo, because this is pretty freaking obvious. And I think that it's necessary. The thing that you need to hear from this round of cards is it's necessary because there's a purpose that you're supposed to go. There's something that you're supposed to do, and you're not going to be able to do it locked in where you are right now. So it has to change in order for you, again, to move towards your Rahu, your life's purpose, this North Node, okay? So let's keep going. We have Gemini here. Yeah, change. Again, mutable energy. Differences. Aries. I am right over the first house. Boom. It's a theme. I just imagine that there really is, and Mars has moved into Leo, Venus has moved into Leo at the time that I'm posting this video. So there is an inherent selfishness that comes with Leo energy. It's not anything bad. It's just like, I'm the king, I'm the queen. I look good, don't I? Don't I have the best hair? Period. I look royal. I am royal. I period. No competition, no question asked. And so I do feel like that's kind of what is happening right now with this Aries energy, is like you yourself are believing that more so than normal than you have in the past. And so now that is why you are moving towards this, is really what I'm getting. This is imperative for you to do this move. It's so important for you to do this move. All right. Saturn, Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. So there has been delays. This might have taken a long time, and maybe that's why you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. But man, for some of you guys, I'm also hearing that you're close to your Saturn return. So you might be, in your early 30s, but you're close to your Saturn return. And so this is why you're really on your way to fulfilling your life's destiny. Everything is becoming a lot clearer now, and you're aware that where you've been, Cancer, boom, where you've been, that fourth house, your parents, your mother energy, it's time for you to shift it towards yourself. Because it's time for you to step out on your own and kind of honestly detach from the roots, just detach from your family and step out of the nest. Very similar energy to pile number 1, but totally different at the same time. And then we have Venus. That's interesting. That's an interesting, and it's opposite of Aries because it rules Libra, Taurus. So, there's something here too. Okay, so for some of you, it's home. For others of you, you're wanting to change your body. You're wanting to change your looks. You're wanting to change your appearance. That's what I'm getting with this Gemini Venus here, and even the body. So some of you guys might be thinking about doing some surgery work, or doing or it could be fitness. You could be trying to do it the active way, incorporating new workout routines. I do hear hard work pays off. So if you are wanting to lose weight or change your body in some way, if you start and you discipline yourself, you will be able to do that. You will be successful. It will take time with Saturn there. You do have to be disciplined, but whatever goal that you set for yourself look-wise, you will be able to do that. I'm mostly getting active stuff. For some of you guys, it could be surgery. You could be deciding maybe I want to get a Brazilian butt lift or whatever. In that case, I say with Saturn, wait, don't rush it, is what I'm hearing, because you actually might be able to get your desired results by working it out. Some of you, I just heard the groans, and that's okay, but I don't know. You just have to get into the routine with Saturn. I'm really recommending here. I'm really feeling that if you have weight goals and all the other stuff, and you're thinking about doing it in the surgery way, for you, pile number 2, at this moment in time, I don't think that that's the way to do it. I do think that you'll get your desired results by working out. That's up to you. That's not the message that I would give if I didn't feel that was the message that was coming through. Do what you do. It's your body. It's your life. You know what I'm saying? I have no opinions about what people do with their bodies. But if you're watching this, I do think if you want a bigger booty, hit some squats. You don't have to come off of tens of thousands of dollars. I think that's really what I'm hearing. It's like you don't have to pay for it. Your body is more than capable of shifting into what you want it to be, as long as you're aligned and you're working towards it, and you're working and co-creating this body with the universe. You do not have to spend that money to do it. Now, if it's some titties and all the other stuff, I'm like, go get you some titties. If you want some titties, go get some titties. But for some of the other things, I really do feel like you can work out and discipline yourself, eat right, and all that good stuff. And if it's just losing weight, then boom, be patient and that'll work out. All right, so that is what I got as far as the astrology. So let's go ahead and move into the actual tarot. Wow, we got the Empress. That's an awesome energy to start off on. So we got 3, but we also got the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Okay, I honestly am taking this pile number 3 as a past energy, and of course it's the top row, so that's not a far stretch. I really feel like you're coming out of conflict. You really like had to wait out the storm, but you were so strong and you were so fertile and you were so ready to pursue whatever your next chapter is in life. Yes, you have been through the ringer, but I do think that you are actually coming out on top. You've stood strong. Again, the trees, that root energy, this mother energy, this maternal energy. So for some of you, it's been really fighting tooth and nail over a child. Like, I feel like pile 2, there's a lot going on. There's children, there's moms, there's movement, there's all this other stuff. I feel like you might have felt like you have had the weight of the world on your shoulders, but I really feel like you're in the process of leaving this behind. Even if it's been happening now, it's ending. You're phasing out of that cycle. You could have learned those lessons. You're really bumping up on your Saturn return. I'm feeling very strongly for my pile number 2 people. Yeah, we got the Fool card. The Chariot. Whoa, all this major card. Man, I'm showing you the moon because look at all this mommy energy, all this Cancerian energy, guys. So you could be a Cancer, have Cancer in your chart, Vedic Cancer, Western Leo. We are in Cancer season, so maybe perhaps your birthday is around this time. If you're picking pile 2, your birthday is button up, because this is such a Cancerian type energy, and I feel like whatever it is, whatever your goals are for this year, you're going to actually be acting on it. This is like your birth year, your rebirth, and you're going to be making so many drastic changes and actually pursuing and putting your stamp on the life and the universe and what you want to do. You're leaving, I think, the conflict, the heartbreak, the disappointment behind, and you're stepping into your own beautiful, magnificent feminine power energy. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine, you're finally feeling like I am productive, I am worthy, I am attractive in the sense of a magnet. I can bring forth what I want towards me. And for others of you, it is also just physically attractive, but I feel like it's mostly like that magnet attractive, where you're bringing in those blessings towards you. You know where you want to head. For others of you, again, this has to do with children. If you had conflict in the past about having kids, I really do see you having children, but this would again be something that you work towards. For some of you, for others of you, it's a general reason, guys, general reading. So it's all over the place. But for others of you, Spirit wants you to know and hear that, yes, it might have taken you a long time to have kids, and maybe you feel like you're older, but you just had Saturn aspecting that chart. You will be a mother at some point. Don't worry about it. There's still work that you have to do. You have to change the circumstances that you're in. And I'm sorry to say this so harshly. Oh my gosh, this is very harsh. I don't know why my guides are being so violent, but I'm hearing very specifically, like, if you're still hanging on your mother, then how can you expect to be a mother? So it's one of those things where it's just like, if you were so codependent on your own mom, either codependent in a there is no codependent good or bad, but if it's a positive relationship and you guys are talking all the time, 3 times a day, and that's, there's a codependent relationship there, or you're holding on to resentment and disappointment from your mother, then there's a blockage there. For you, for the first group, I was hearing sacral chakra. For you, it's definitely root chakra. Your root chakra, your relationship with your mother, your relationship with your home has been and will be blocking you from pursuing and having your own child. So there has to be some healing there. There has to be some mother work there. So if it's taken you a long time to become a mother yourself, then I would look at the relationship with your own mother seriously and really look at it, and then do the work that is required for you to kind of patch that up and keep it moving. Whew, that's a lot of information. So you'll just have to take it as it resonates. I just threw out like 5 different storylines, but I think that you'll know which one fits. But there's something here about mother, children, relationships, and then home, moving, changing homes. So for some of you guys, you need to be moving away from your mother, you know, and all that good stuff. All right, let's keep going. Not going to dwell. The Moon card. The Empress, look at all this major arcana, my gosh. So you got the Empress, the Fool, and the Moon card. This is to me telling you that you got to follow your own intuition. You need to follow your own intuition. It's very strong. And again, look at this juxtaposition. Dark, light, dark, light. You have to merge. Whew. Oh gosh, pile 2. This is taking so many different turns. I hope that you're still here with me. But I feel like whether it's happening now or it's happened in the past, there's an idea of like a perfect daughter that your mother has projected onto you, but you have your own personal shadow aspects that you are trying to break out of and go in your own different way. And so now you're in this position where you're being conflicted about where you emotionally, intuitively think you should go and where you think that your mother in particular is going to be satisfied and what's going to make them happy. But again, with all this Aries I am energy, it is time for you to establish your own self and go your own way. I gotta go my own way. Like, I just really feel like you're breaking free. Okay? You're breaking free. You're breaking out of your mother's empire that she's built for herself, and you're building your own. And I'm sorry to say it, and you know, if you don't have a mother or it's the idea of a mother, you know, everybody has a mom. Even if your mother is not in this realm, you know, it could be the idea of your mother that you're wrestling with. It could be just your parental figures or just your maternal figures, but this is very mom child to me is what I'm getting. But take it as it resonates, you know. And then we got the Strength card. Boom. Leo energy represented here. Like I said, for some of you guys, there definitely is birthday energy here. It's my party. I can cry if I want to. but I say that because maybe there's just expectations that are surrounding you, maybe about your birthday, and like you just don't want to do that. But there's an ending here. You're having to quite literally divorce yourself from the roots in order for you to establish your own thing. So that really is what Spirit is saying. It's 7 of Pentacles. It's kind of like you've waited long enough to close this chapter. But I feel like it's time for you to close this chapter and start moving in your own direction. Spirit is telling you, look at the outer energies. There's such a feminine competition here, or there might even be like a competition between you and your mother, or you felt that way. Or maybe you're just now coming to that conclusion and be like, man, has my mother been giving me some like crazy advice, or I just need to start listening to my own intuition. They got to live their life. Now it's time for me to live mine. I can't live it in fear because they've induced me with fear. I can't live it in the shadows because it's time for me to embark on my own journey. And so I really feel like we're breaking free. Like you're just really needing to break free and step out into the world and have the strength to do that. This is very specific, pile number 2. So I'm assuming that it resonates if you're still here. But if it doesn't, you might want to pick another pile. But I just really feel like you're having to break away from what has led you to be comfortable so you can actually go pursue the life that you're meant to pursue and go do the things that you're meant to do and see the world through your own eyes, because you've been having to see the world through somebody else's eyes, and it's I hate to say it, but it's their opinion and it's wrong for where you're headed. So don't take it with you. So I really feel like your messages from these cards, pile number 2, is definitely removing yourself, separating yourself from that maternal energy, and living your own life and doing your own thing and following your own intuition and your passion. Even if you were to quote unquote fail, that's your choice. Everybody has the right to make mistakes. Yeah, so there's a couple layers that are happening, but like I said, the biggest thing is really moving out and separating yourself from your parents, separating yourself from that foundation and pursuing your own thing. This butterfly, this transformation, butterflies. Yeah, all right, let's move into your oracles. Pretty specific. Wow, you and your loved ones are safe. Cancer, pile 2. Let me know if this resonates, because this is hitting, this keeps hitting home. Stepping out of your comfort zone. but you and your loved ones are safe, then maybe that's a fear that you have. Like I said, control. It's like you have this fear, and maybe your mother, and I keep harping on the mom thing just because it's coming through so clearly, but if it's not your mom, you know who this is. But this maternal figure in your life, they could have made you feel like you're responsible for their safety. Like if you're not around, you feel like it's just going to crumble. That's not true. That is not true. They're going to be fine. You can separate yourself. And I feel like this is what you really need to hear. This is what you need to hear. It's like you can walk away and do what you got to do. It is not your responsibility to make sure that everybody is together. It's not. It's your responsibility to make sure that you're good and that, again, your offspring are going to be good, because you guys are going to have children. But if you are still a child yourself, because there's an energy that won't allow you to see past that, well, then we got to have a real different conversation. There's a codependent energy on the mother. But break away from it. They'll be fine. They'll be safe. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Do not let them put that responsibility and that burden on you. Pile number 2. Walk away from it, okay? They're going to be okay. You need to hear that. They're going to be okay. One more time. They're going to be okay if you decide to walk away and do your own thing. Be bold. Make the first move. Bold. Strength. Aries, cardinal energy here. Aries, okay? You got to do it. You got to bust out of it. You know, they're not going to understand. They're not going to be able to support, but that's okay. It's up to you. Again, follow this spark that you have. You might even be, you know, on this musical journey of yourself, or maybe music has been asking you to do that. We have 37 here, which gets you to just straight 7. So there is a need to defend and protect yourself, but I really do feel like there's a spark here for you to like go explore, this energy in like a really kind of reckless way. You know, it's okay. I'm just picking up on Aries energy where there's this restlessness and recklessness that you have to yourself, and that's okay. It's in your chart, you know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of just like going off of a whim. The Fool card, be foolish. It's okay. Everybody has their freaking right to go do something and make a mistake. I just feel like whoever is around you, this maternal energy is just filling you with so much fear, like, oh, it'll just be the worst mistake that you've ever done. You don't know. You don't want to risk it. Risk it, okay? Risk it biscuit. All right, and then we got Treasure Island. It's on the other side, 9. Again, another independent energy. It's slow moving. You know, I don't think that you're going to move out and do what you got to do. And then again, we had Saturn there earlier. So it is a slow moving energy, but be patient with yourself and don't let, because it's been slow to come through, be the dividing factor as to why you can't succeed, as to why it's not going to work out for you. Okay. This Treasure Island, you're moving in the right direction. Slowly but surely it wins the race. So there's this thing, you got to let it pay off. It's going to pay off. Whatever decisions that you make is going to pay off. Do not let your mother or this maternal energy fill you with any type of doubts. It's not fair. Point blank period. All right. So I made some like my own personal little Oracle self-care healthcare cards. So we're going to see what ends up coming out. So we got watch some waves, give into your emotions, feel them, then release them. Wow. And I say watch some waves because YouTube has all kinds of stuff. You can literally watch the high tides and low tides come in. So you can like put on, you know, on your TV, put on some waves and watch it. But the bigger message in this is really, or if you are by water, then go to the beach, you know. But the biggest energy here, and even with this Cancer, it's like you have to allow yourself to feel that pain, that disappointment, that heartbreak. But don't dwell in it, you know, it's feel them and then release them back into the wave. So if you finally feel like, for a lot of you, you're going to be like, has my mom been competing with me? That really sucks. But you know what? She's a human, so I'm going to keep it pushing, but I know that I don't need to go to her for everything because she might not give me the best advice. It's like that. But you have to experience the actual emotion so you can address it and move forward. I feel like a lot of you just swallow it and you don't deal with it because you're like, that's my mom. I don't want to say anything bad. She took care of me, da-da-da-da-da. And all of that is true, but that does not make her superhuman. Okay. And so there are flaws there. And I feel like whatever flaw, whatever trigger has been there, it needs to be addressed for you to release it so you can go do what you want to do and step into your own version of yourself. Such a specific message, but there we go. And then we got, lavender, essential oil. So if you have a diffuser or anything with lavender scent in it, I highly recommend using it because it will relieve stress. So you just need to relieve some stress. So get some lavender, burn it, or, whatever you do with it. And then you have bergamot, essential oil, reduces stress and improves skin conditions. So for some of you guys, you could be experiencing like breakouts of some sort, like skin breakups, skin flare-ups, or any of that stuff. If you are, bergamot may help. My friend also told me that you have to put on sunscreen. If you wear bergamot or any of that stuff, then you need to put on sunscreen because you will fry, is what she told me. So be mindful of that. But there is two things that talking about reducing stress. So it does feel like you're stressed out. So you need to go chill. You need to relax. You need to chillax for real. Watch some waves. Get to a beach. Get to some water. Listen to some water. Look at it on YouTube. The possibilities are endless, my guys. So get in there. And then finally, we have listen to your intuition. Listen to your own intuition. Do not listen to anything else. Okay. And that is what I got for you, pile 2. Again, such a specific message. Please let me know if this resonated in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. I missed you so much. Thanks for your continued support. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, guys. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Follow me on TikTok. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can either shoot me a text if you already have my number or shoot me an email. I am limited on the spaces that I have a week, so I'll be doing it on like a weekly rotation. So if that interests you, then please shoot me an email so I can get you down for a reading. Okay? So that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much. Peace until next time. Alrighty, and last but not least, we have pile 3. If you picked the Yu-Gi-Oh card Shredder, alright? Hello, this is AD with Cosmo Astrology, and I'm going to be doing your pick a card. This is for pile number 3, guys. So we are going to hop straight into it, guys. As you know, this reading is timed, so I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time. But it's interesting that we have Shredder here. I really get this energy of like starting over with shredding, like shredding documents, just like putting it in the gutter and just making something new, maybe. So we'll see what ends up popping up in the cards, but that's definitely what I'm getting. Is starting over, just completely like dismembering the past and starting fresh again. Where's the pile? All right, I was like, I lost the pile of cards. So we're using the traditional deck here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this timer, and we are going to be starting off with our astrology cards. Please remember that I do subscribe to Vedic astrology, so my placements could be different than yours, but the energy should read about the same. So without any further ado, let's see what's going on for you. Oh, I didn't even say what reading this was. I'm sorry, pile 3. I've been running my mouth. But this reading is about what do you need to hear right now, okay? All right, woo, boom. What you need to hear right now, Jupiter, abundance. We love to see it. I'm always drawn to the lightning strike. It's very Zeus. Zeus is Jupiter. And so I do feel like it's going to strike like lightning. There's going to be a sudden shock that could happen. Pile number 3. So let's keep going to it. And then 7, lucky number 7, Saturn return, age. So this could be something that you've waited a long time for, or these blessings have just been, it's just taken a long time. Some of you guys could be inching towards your Saturn return. So you could be in your 30s, your early 30s, early mid 30s, or I know this isn't true, but I feel like a second kind of Saturn return happens in like the 40s. So like the end of 40s, closer to 50. That's my opinion. That's not really verified, but that's just how I feel about it. But definitely your hard work is going to be paying off with these two energies. There have been restrictions, but it does feel like that's going to be taken off. All right. Second house owning, Taurus energy, money, 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 money. Ooh, Yod, destiny. Whoo. Okay. All right, pile number 3. This is a really interesting reading, but I'm hearing specifically that like you're going to have to put in work. You're going to have to put in work, but the blessings are there. Like it's almost as if there's a piñata that's full of all this money that you already have. It's your money, but Spirit is saying like you're going to have to swing at it. You're going to have to work from it. It's not going to fall from the sky. Because there is Capricorn, even Aquarius energy represented here. But you are moving towards your destiny. You are going to get some funds to kickstart your destiny, but you will be like more than abundant later. But there's some work that has to be done. But it's going to pay off. Let's keep going. And then we got the 10th house. Oh, and you got an extra card. I forgot. You got the 10th house, Capricorn energy, and Venus. Ooh, love. Aw. Okay. All right. I feel pile number 3 that this is going to be a kind of interesting reading. We might be talking about a few different things. But some of you could be working in the creative arts. So you could be pursuing something very Venetian. It could be fashion, fine arts, modeling, any of that good stuff, singing, anything that's pleasing to the senses, food. That's what you're meant to be doing, and you will probably be known and loved for what you do on the scale. But of course, it's just like it takes time. There's work that has to be done in the meantime. So if you're doing an album, like for me, I'm always talking about how I want to do music, and eventually I am. Trust me, trust. But for instance, it's like if I got a record deal tomorrow, let's just throw that out. If I got a record deal tomorrow, it would take me about 2 years to actually put the work in to have the album that I want. And then the album would come out. And then that's when I would receive all the benefit, the money, the returns. But you have to do that groundwork first. For some of you guys, it could be school. Like you could be wanting to go back to school. I'm specifically hearing culinary arts. So some of you want to be chefs, but regardless, it's like it takes a couple years to get it off the ground, but it will pay off. Keep pursuing it. Keep doing it. Pile number 3. You will be abundant. You will have more than enough money. You will be able to afford it. But I do think that you're going to be kind of going through like this starving artist struggle bus phase. But this is your destiny. It's just like it doesn't come easily. You're going to be living with abundance. I really do feel like if you've been struggling, for some of you, I just heard like I've been struggling. I do not want to struggle anymore. I completely understand that. Some of you guys, you'll be moving into that comfortable space where you'll be like, okay, I'm comfortable, where you have enough money to like take care of yourself, but it's not that abundance where you just have like excess. And maybe that's not necessarily what you want. I'm not saying that that's what you're manifesting, but there's a difference between like Kanye West through his college dropout phase versus Kanye West, the billionaire right now. So like there's the difference. Both of them have money, but there's a different kind of money. There's a difference between Jay-Z when he was a dope boy and selling drugs versus Jay-Z, the billionaire who's now like an art connoisseur. So it's that type of level up. So I really do feel like you are going to be making some more than enough money to be comfortable and like do what you got to do. But as far as oh man, where it's just like money's coming out your ears, that's going to be later. But some of you guys could easily have Venus in the 10th house. You could have Saturn in the 10th house, Venus in the 2nd house. So money's supposed to come towards you, but there is a Saturn there. You have to work for it. And so keep working for it because it's going to work out. So that's really what you need to hear right now as far as these cards. It's just like whatever you're working for, it is your destiny. No, it's not feeling like you're $1 million baby yet, but you will be. You have $1 million idea, but you got to flesh it out. All right, so let's get the rest of these cards. We got Scorpio. So Jupiter, Scorpio, interesting. Some of you guys might have Jupiter and Scorpio. But I really feel like your luck is changing is what I'm hearing. Your luck is changing. So in the past, it might have been very Saturn ruled, where you're like, man, I'm banging my head up against the wall, I don't feel like anything is happening, but that's changing. Fire, desire. So Mars has been making its rounds. I know this isn't Mars, but it's just like desire is so real right now. Passion is so real right now. Creativity is abundant. And so you have to use this angst that you have right now in order to get what you want, because you're not going to have the angst. Once Jupiter hits, I always say this, the best art is created from angst. So it's just like once this Jupiter hits and you have the money and you have the relationship and you have the man. Oh, I didn't even talk about the relationship. So that's interesting. We'll see if it comes up in the cards. But once you have all that, the art's going to be different because you kind of have what you want. Remember Adele 19 versus Adele 25? Totally different vibe. She had a man, she had a kid, she wasn't whining, I made up my mind, no need to think it over. Like, there was no more chasing pavements. She found it. She was there. She was a star. Different attitude. So it's just like, now you are in the midst of creating some of your best work. So use this, what you feel as a disadvantage, to your advantage, because this is really where the art is made. And I promise you, pile number 3, it is really going to pay off in a super magnificent way, even bigger than you could imagine with this Jupiter Yod card. Oh man, it's really going to pay off. So keep doing exactly what you're doing. All right, we got Leo again, dramatic arts, boom. So whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're pursuing creatively, it's really going to work out. And I know that this is what you want to do. You want to stand out. Uranus. So some of you guys could be, on a different level, on a different wave. Uranus also rules Aquarius in Western astrology, so these are contradictory energies. So some of you know that you need to stand. Some of you are wanting to stand out, but you're been hiding behind the group, or it's the other, or it's that type of dance where you're like, dang, I'm working in this, but I know that I want to stand out. I know that I want to be my own thing, or I want to be known. Aquarius energy is star energy, star power, and you'll notice a lot of celebrities do have some sort of Aquarius placement, and that's where it's just like, you're not necessarily wanting the fame necessarily. Some of you do with the Leo, but a lot of you just want to be able to share and express your ideas. That really is your desire, to be able to share your creative self and be known for it on a world scale. So you will be standing out and be known for your creativity. However that creativity manifests itself, it is going to happen, but you can't continue to hide behind others, and the other part too with Uranus too, it's like you're coming to shake it up. Whatever you're doing, it's not being done right now. So that might be scaring you, because you're just like, well, I want to do something else that no one is doing. Perfect, great, awesome, spectacular. Nobody's doing it. Revolutionary. Spice it up. Jazz up the game. You will be thanked and credited for ushering in this new wave, this new era. So do it, do it, do it. Mercury, okay? So Gemini, Virgo energy. So we could have some writers here. So keep writing, keep pursuing it. And I do think that there might be some unexpected travel that comes in with Uranus and Mercury. That's not being drawn out very big right now. It might come up in the cards later, but definitely get out there, share your words, share your thoughts, communicate, stand out. Do not hide behind fear, especially with the Scorpio energy here. And again, Scorpio Leo combo, this is royalty. This is royalty. So whatever it is that you're doing, you will be going down as like a great or a royal or somebody who really ushered in this new wave. You will be known if that's what if you so choose. We all have free will. Nobody can force anybody to drink, but it does look like pile number 3. If you're here, what you need to hear right now is like, you're really on to something. You're really pursuing this super revolutionary thing, and you are going to stand out because of it. And it's going to make you royal. You will be royalty at some point based on your art, but it's not because you don't work your ass off for it. It's not that you're like Taylor Swift, who, I was on a T Swift kick. I don't even care for her that much, but I had been watching her, and granted, her grandpa was like super duper rich, so she, is well known and popular. That's not you. Your grandpa is not probably super duper rich and can fund your career. So you're actually going to have to use your talent to work for it. But with that Saturn there, I don't think that you'd want it any other way, to be honest. Maybe you have a lot of Capricorn energy. You just don't want anything to be handed for you. So Spirit has made sure that you've worked for it. And so the work that you do is going to pay off. It's just not going to come easily, if that makes sense. It's not going to fall out of the sky. All right. Boom. Tarot. Strength card, Leo energy right there, again, standing out. So Leo energy could be important to you. So in Western, we're in Leo season now, and then it moves into August. and Vedic, it starts at the end of August and goes through September. So from now to the end of September, you could be experiencing these type of opportunities for you to start working on your creative passion. Okay, so that's for some of you guys with the strength card. But for others of you, like I said, it really is just standing out. It really is taming that inner beast. I'm seeing really strong 5th house. So pay attention to your 5th house, because when that 5th house gets lit up, you're going to be super creative. I feel like a lot of you are multi-talented. Honestly, with Uranus here, this is genius level type stuff. So you're going to have your hands in a lot of different pots, and it's going to pay off in the long run. Oh my goodness, we got the Page of Cups. Wow, the star. I love this. So yeah, but again, Leo, Aquarius. So some of you guys might be eclipse babies, or you just have like eclipse type thoughts, or you just have some placements that are so funny. You have Sun in Aquarius. You might be a Sun in Aquarius person like myself, which is detriment, because there is a use for Leo energy to be like, I am here. I have arrived, just like there is a use for Aquarius energy where it's like, I am going to take what I have and sacrifice. The Aquarius is all about sacrificing. It's all about giving to the greater good. And again, it's ruled by Saturn. So it's one of those things where like you have a debt to kind of society to give back. Hence why a lot of Aquarian celebrities who do have the star card are humanitarians. It's one and the same. It's because like they owe it to the cosmic collective to give back in that way, to sacrifice, hence the water bearer. I am carrying my emotions. I'm putting them outside of myself and I'm pouring them back into the universe in like this very detached way. So if you do have Aquarius in your chart and you are specifically a Sun in Aquarius, or you have, Aquarius in the 5th house or any of that stuff, you really need to hear that in order for you to do the philanthropy and all the stuff that you want to do in the long run, you are going to have to step into that more Leo energy and brag on yourself and really pursue your dreams and really be stubborn and dogmatic about what you deserve and be your most authentic creative self without hiding behind anyone. Because again, whatever you are pouring into creatively, pile number 3, it is going to pay off magnificently with this star card. You will be, known. So keep pursuing it. It seems like a little idea right now. It seems like it's not going anywhere right now, but it will. Look what it's surrounded and paired with, okay? So let's see. We got the Fool card like this. And, I'm being called, some of you guys, if you were called to watch Pile 2, you should also watch Pile 2. It's a very specific message there. But if you were drawn to Pile 2, then please go back and watch Pile 2. Anyways, because the Fool card came out in that exact same space. The Strength card came out, and, I use different decks. So it's not a coincidence. All right, keep going. All right, the Strength card. So we got the Fool card, the 3 of Cups in the middle of the reading, and then boom, the 5 of Cups. Told you. You are Beyonce, okay? Beyonce, who is a Vedic Leo. She left the group. You're leaving the group. You're leaving other people, relationships and stuff behind, and you're stepping out on your own. That's what I keep hearing. Just you cannot continue hiding behind other people. You have to step into your own energy, because unless you do, you won't be able to give back. You know what I'm saying? Like you won't be able to continue to express and share with other people if you keep hiding. It'll take a long time. It'll take a longer time. So let's see what your last row is, because we're moving kind of fast. The Lovers, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I knew it. What did I say at the beginning? I was like, this is going to be one of those readings where it's kind of both. So in a sense, there is a love reading in the mix here, because at the same time, I do feel like you are pursuing yourself, pile number 3. You're doing your thing. There are 2 distinct energies, a King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Both of these people are soulmates, and they seem to be coming in at the same time because they see your power and they see your worth. So I would say this King of Pentacle characters, you probably already know. The reason I say that is because they see your strength, whereas in, the 3 of Cups here. So there's somebody that you already know, strong Taurus, strong Capricorn. You've probably been out in the cold. You might not speak to them often with the 5 of Pentacles here, but with the Star, they really do see your worth, and they plan on opening up and communicating with you. The other half of it is there is a new relationship here with the King of Wands. This person, I don't think that you know them yet, or you just met them. You're just now meeting them. Very strong fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Strong Leo here, and they are coming in, and you're going to be meeting them pretty soon. So, interesting. And I will say it's one of those things too, pile number 3, where you might be coming out of like a really long period of having no action, and then it's like all this action, and then you're going to be forced to make a decision at some point in time. Strength, the Fool, the Lovers. I feel like both of these energies are definitely providing different experiences, and so you will eventually have to make a choice to see what direction you ultimately feel you want to go in. But don't rush that process. I feel like Spirit is just telling you that this is coming in where you kind of will be doing a dance between two people. I don't feel like you're committed to anyone, to be completely honest, pile number 3, because of everything we spoke about before. You really are going to be focused on work and pursuing whatever that creative dream is. It's just like these are two cheerleaders. These are two relationships that are happening simultaneously. Perhaps they really are a muse, and this ends up giving you a lot of creative energy to pursue. So this is a really interesting reading, but like I said, I feel like love is also intertwined with this. Work is definitely the priority for you, pile number 3, but pile number 3, yeah, there is definitely two energies that are coming in towards you who are going to want you to take a leap of faith and take a risk with them. But I just see you taking that energy and moving it towards yourself. Yeah, we got the Strength, the Star, the Lovers, the King of Pentacles. Yeah, this King of Pentacles character, this is a soul tie, soulmate that you've had for a while, but there's going to be healing. And then this King of Wand energy kind of comes out of nowhere. They might be different from you. They might be a different culture, with the Sagittarius energy represented here, the Fool card. You might meet them in traveling, or they're traveling. There's something here. There might be distance, but I do think everything is going to come together with this 3 of Cups in the middle of your reading. So yeah, that's what I got for tarot. So let's move into your oracle cards and get you out of here. But really, really awesome stuff, pile number 3. Do it, pursue it. Your hard work is certainly going to pay off. Even with the King of Pentacles here, it feels like it's not going anywhere. It feels like nobody understands, but it really is going to be paid off. I mean, whew. Spirit is lining you up with relationships and partnerships, relations that are going to get you to where you need to be. You just got to be along for the ride. Oof, really awesome. Wow. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, K2. Yeah. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Don't let your past hold you back. I feel like this is very new. Didn't we start off with Shredder? Yeah, like I just feel like clean slate, clean slate, clean slate, clean slate. Let all of it go. You're a new person. This is a new era. And so everything else, release it. Go for it. Do not stop. Start over again. That's okay. 0. All right. Follow the leader. 4. And follow the leader, to me, in this specific deck, it really is about, you see this winding pathway and time. It's saying time is of the essence, but you're being guided. The path has already been drawn out for you. All you have to do is follow it. You're not like, excuse me. And this is why I love astrology so much, because especially in Western society, it makes it feel like all the pressure is on us to have to make a name for ourselves. It feels like if we don't do it, then it's not going to be done. And when I say we, I mean my physical body, my physical self. If I don't wake up every day, hustle, 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 then I'm nobody. I think that that's not necessarily true. I think that, there's divine timing, and astrology in my chart has helped me realize that. It's just like some things you're going to have to encounter. Some people are just meant to be successful. Some people are meant to be known on a grand scale. They just have the placements for it. You don't have to do all the legwork. That you have to do is just continue to follow your intuition, follow your signs, follow your guides, and stay spiritually in tune to be on the pathway to get to what you're already supposed to be doing. So if you have strong desires to do something or be something, then it was already written for you to do that. The only thing that you're expected to do is just follow the course. And so this is one of those times where you're just follow the course, do the work, follow the course. It is going to pay off. It's written in the stars. It's written in alignment for you to be this very thing. You didn't just get this thought out of thin air. It's your soul reminding you of what you came to this lifetime to do. So again, with this past energy, to follow the leader, leave the past behind and start moving and paving a new pathway for yourself. Follow your angels, follow your guides, follow your intuition, chop wood, get busy, get to work. You know, 42, 6, 4. So 4 is about stability. But with the 0 there, it again gives me like this fresh start, you building your own stability. Some of you guys, again, like I said, if you're drawn to pile number 2, it's you moving out of the home that you're in right now to go pursue what it is that you want, starting over and doing all that good stuff. But for 42, 6, that's harmony, balance, and again, creativity, space, sharing. So on the other end, although you're stepping out of, you know, some of your other friendships, you're moving in another direction, I do feel like you are going to be meeting real soulmates. I didn't pay attention to this deep enough, but the star, the 3 of cups to the Lover's card, there is a soul tribe for you that is going to be coming about. You're going to meet them in the world. I don't think that they are like competing with you in that way. They're helping you, but there's not like a competition or anything. You're just meant to stumble upon these new friends, a new soul tribe, for real, that you're going to really adore. You got some really good friends coming in, really 2 to 3 really strong friends, depending on where it is. But this will be like the tribe that you end up sticking with and really making a lot of money with and doing some awesome business with. So that's something to certainly look forward to. And I really do feel like pile number 3, I'm being drawn to say that this is completely new people. I don't think that you know these people yet, but get to work. Alrighty, so I have taken, I made a self-care, healthcare little deck. So I'm going to be pulling these cards to see like some things that you can do for yourself. So we have take a salt bath, cleanse your energy. So some of you really need to submerge yourself into water and really relax. Adding salt really cleanses that fresh start. Like I said, that beautiful fat 0. Let the past go. You're new. I feel like you've done so much work on yourself and you're ready to get started. You're ready to put in that work to pursue this next chapter, this next leg of your journey. So cleanse your energy. Just buy it. Stop restricting yourself. Claim abundance. Like I said, for a lot of you guys, you are going to have money that's coming in towards you. But I really am being drawn to the stop restricting yourself. Like I said before, you've probably been really the starving, struggling artist, but now you're not. And the money that you're getting, you need to directly use it to pursue your work. You're not like, you know, broke in the way that you have been before. But there also is a need for you to buy it. Don't be scared, you know, claim abundance. There might be something that you really have been wanting for yourself. Like, you know, I've been like, man, I've been doing all this stuff. I really want to reward myself. Buy it, do it, be abundant. Don't live in fear. Don't let your, financial insecurity stop you from claiming abundance. Okay, so this is something, you know, take it as it resonates. You know what your pockets are looking like right now, but if there is an opportunity to go splurge on yourself for a minute, please go do that, because you will get that money back. Don't worry about it. You know, you're only going to be going up financially from here. So whenever this energy comes in and you start meeting these people and you're making these connections and you're pursuing the creativity direction that you're going in, your finances are only going to increase. You know, there's ups and downs, but they're really going to only increase. All right. And then we have, beautiful. Drink more tea. Have a glass of your favorite tea or explore new options. So I'm a tea girl. I love going to the tea shop, asking the tea man, what's the tea? And so I really enjoyed it. I make it like I brew it and infuse it, all that good stuff. So explore your tea options. Okay. Take a salt bath, buy it, go splurge on yourself and drink more tea. Add that into your routine. And then finally, let's look. We got, big happy changes. I love it. And choose a new direction. Like I said, whatever it is that you've been doing now, there's going to be an opportunity that presents itself for you to do something else. And again, this is drawing me to the follow the leader card. Don't not do something because it feels like it's off course, like you're on course. Just do it. But for some of you guys, you're going to be doing a radical change in what you're doing right now, because the opportunity for you to do what you really want to do is going to present itself. And please, please, please do it. Go in that direction. yeah, so that is what I got for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, I missed you so much. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. And yes, I am doing personal readings again, guys, but my spots do fill up quickly. So, please hit me up. I do it on like a weekly basis, so please hit me up. I can send you some times and then we can go from there, guys. But thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Until next time, peace.